What haunts the shadows of classic cinema? Delve into the eerie realms of horror history as we explore the top 10 classic black and white horror movies. From the chilling depths of Nosferatu to the psychological twists of Psycho, join us on a journey through the timeless nightmares of the silver screen. Uncover the macabre masterpieces that laid the foundation for modern horror, from the iconic monsters of Dracula and Frankenstein to the haunting mysteries of the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and Cat People. Number 10. Dracula, 1931. Directed by Todd Browning, is an iconic adaptation of Bram Stoker's novel. Bela Lugosi's portrayal of Count Dracula became the definitive image of the vampire, with his hypnotic stare and distinct Hungarian accent. The film's gothic sets, eerie atmosphere, and haunting score create a chilling experience that captivated audiences upon its release. Lugosi's performance set a standard for future vampire portrayals, making Dracula a cornerstone of the horror genre. The film's influence extends beyond cinema, shaping popular culture's depiction of vampires and establishing Universal Studios as a leader in classic horror filmmaking. Number 9. Frankenstein, 1931. Directed by James Whale, is a landmark in horror cinema and an iconic adaptation of Mary Shelley's novel. Boris Karloff's portrayal of the monster, with his towering presence and expressive, tragic eyes, brought a depth of emotion to the character. The film's innovative makeup, designed by Jack Pierce, and its atmospheric set design contribute to its enduring impact. Frankenstein explores themes of scientific hubris and the quest for knowledge, presenting a poignant and horrifying narrative. The film's success has solidified Universal Studios' reputation in the horror genre and has influenced countless adaptations and interpretations of Shelley's story. Number 8. Psycho, 1960. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock, is a groundbreaking psychological horror film that redefined the genre. Starring Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates and Janet Leigh as Marion Crane, the film is renowned for its shocking narrative twists and masterful suspense. The infamous shower scene, with its rapid cuts and chilling score by Bernard Herrmann, remains one of the most iconic moments in cinema history. Psycho delves into themes of identity, madness, and voyeurism, creating a complex and unsettling atmosphere. Hitchcock's direction and Perkins' haunting performance make Psycho a timeless classic that continues to influence horror filmmakers and thrill audiences. Number 7. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, 1920. Directed by Robert Wiene, is a seminal work in German expressionist cinema and a cornerstone of horror. The film is famous for its twisted, dreamlike set designs with distorted buildings and shadows that create an unsettling, surreal atmosphere. The story revolves around Dr. Caligari, a sinister hypnotist who uses a sleepwalker, Cesare, to commit murders. Its narrative structure, with a twist ending that questions reality and sanity, was innovative for its time. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari profoundly influenced the horror genre, setting a precedent for visual style and psychological depth in storytelling. Number 6. Nosferatu, 1922. Directed by F.W. Murnau, is a pioneering horror film and an unauthorized adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Max Schreck's portrayal of Count Orlok, with his eerie appearance and unsettling movements, is unforgettable. The film's use of shadows, light, and natural locations creates an atmosphere of dread and otherworldliness. Despite legal battles over its similarity to Dracula, which led to many copies being destroyed, Nosferatu survived and gained acclaim for its artistic innovation and haunting visuals. Its influence is seen in countless vampire films, and it remains a defining work in the horror genre and silent cinema. Number 5. The Bride of Frankenstein, 1935. Directed by James Whale, is a celebrated sequel to the original Frankenstein. It stars Boris Karloff reprising his role as the monster and Elsa Lanchester in the dual role of Mary Shelley and the bride. The film delves deeper into the monster's desire for companionship, adding emotional depth to the horror narrative. Whale's direction brings a blend of gothic horror and dark humor, while the elaborate set designs and dramatic lighting enhance the eerie atmosphere. The bride's iconic appearance and the film's exploration of creation and humanity make it a timeless classic in horror cinema. Number 4. The Phantom of the Opera, 1925. Directed by Rupert Julian, is a silent horror film renowned for Lon Chaney's portrayal of the disfigured Eric, the Phantom. Chaney, known as the Man of the Thousand Faces, created his own grotesque makeup, which remains iconic. The film's grand sets, particularly the Paris Opera House, add to its dramatic visual appeal. The story, based on Gaston Leroux's novel, follows the Phantom's obsessive love for Christine, a young opera singer. The film's eerie atmosphere and Chaney's haunting performance established it as a classic, influencing numerous adaptations and cementing its place in horror film history. Number 3. The Invisible Man, 1933. Directed by James Whale, is a classic horror film based on H.G. Wells' novel. Claude Rains stars as Dr. Jack Griffin, a scientist who discovers a formula for invisibility but becomes consumed by madness. Rains delivers a captivating performance despite his character's invisibility for much of the film. Innovative special effects, including transparent props and wirework, bring Griffin's invisibility to life. The film explores themes of power, identity, and the consequences of unchecked ambition. The Invisible Man remains a testament to Whale's directorial skill and a standout in the Universal Pictures roster of classic horror films. Number 2. Night of the Living Dead, 1968. Directed by George A. Romero, revolutionized the zombie genre and became a cult classic. Shot in black and white on a low budget, the film follows a group of people trapped in a farmhouse besieged by reanimated corpses. Romero's social commentary on race, politics, and consumerism adds depth to the horror narrative. The film's gritty realism and shocking violence challenged conventional filmmaking norms of its time. Night of the Living Dead is celebrated for its tense atmosphere, relentless pacing, and groundbreaking portrayal of the undead, solidifying Romero's status as a horror visionary. Number 1. Cat People, 1942. Directed by Jacques Tourneur, is a psychological horror film that explores themes of sexuality and transformation. The story follows a Serbian fashion illustrator, Irina, who believes she will turn into a panther if aroused or injured. Simone Simon's enigmatic performance as Irina adds to the film's eerie ambience. Cat People is renowned for its use of shadows and suggestion, creating a sense of dread without showing explicit horror. Tourneur's direction emphasizes psychological tension over physical scares, making the film a prime example of atmospheric horror. Cat People remains a classic of the genre, influencing later filmmakers and enduring as a cult favorite. As we bid farewell to the shadows of the past, remember to subscribe for more spine-tingling journeys through cinematic history. Which classic black and white horror film is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and share this video with fellow horror enthusiasts. Until next time, may your dreams be free of creatures that lurk in the night. Stay tuned for more terrifying tales from the dark corners of cinema.